Alright, first of all, welcome back to the Wrestling Corner. We are looking at the July 20th episode, 2009 episode, Monday Night Raw. Right away, I was so very, very confused. Because the show started, right? The show started. And it was announced that our guest hosts were ZZ Top. Two of them, at least. Billy Gibbons and Dusty Hill. But I was just like, wait, didn't they tell us it was Dusty Rhodes? So I looked it up on my phone. I looked on Peacock on my phone and I went. And I saw Dusty does host. I remember him hosting. He doesn't host till towards the end of August. So what the hell was that? I think what had happened was they had planned for Dusty to host, but he wasn't able to do it, so they put in ZZ Top instead. And they don't even reference the Dusty rumors from the week before. I think we're supposed to think, oh, it's Dusty Hill, not. This episode was, so I liked it, but there were just some things. The ZZ Top, so they decided that the ZZ Top segments, everything was backstage, by the way, for the most part, but they decided that the segments would feature Santino, and each one would end with a lead into one of their songs that was played not by them, but over the loudspeaker things. And each one takes too long to end. There are perfect points where it should cut, and it just keeps going. So, of course, it just... we start with the John Cena Town Hall. Comes out, and he says that this Sunday at the Night of Champions, Triple H and myself will be going against Randy Orton in a triple threat match. Triple H comes out, and they talk about who's going to win. Triple H says, it doesn't matter who wins. I don't care if I win the WWE Championship, and I don't care if you win the WWE Championship. I just care that Randy Orton wins the WWE Championship. So it doesn't matter as long as Randy Orton wins. Which later Triple H basically says, fooled you. You know, basically he lied about it. So, I don't know. Randy Orton comes out, and just let me roll my eyes. Okay, so Randy's like, I know you two are supposed to have a tag team match with the Legacy. I'm like, really? We can't think of anything else to put in the main event? Really? But I want to be in it. So now it's a handicap match. It's the same match as last week, because Seth Green did dick in that match last week. It's the same match. Different stuff happened because Seth Green wasn't there. But, you know, on paper, you can look at this, and it's the same match. All I did was take out Seth Green. I went, really? Why are we booking the same shit over and over again? And we'll get to that. We'll get to that later, booking the same shit. But anyway. So we go to the back. ZZ Top is there with their guitars. They never actually play them. They just sort of stand there and dance with them. Santino Marella shows up. He goes, hey, look. It's ZZ Top. Yeah. Billy Hill and Dusty Gibbons. It's Dusty Hill and Billy Gibbons. ZZ Top. Yeah, that's what I said. And he's like, they're like, well, Santino, you're gonna be hanging out with us tonight, apparently. And so you need to look good. So they get him a suit, a fake beard, a hat. And he goes, you need these. He goes, oh, cheap sunglasses. He puts them on, and then they play cheap sunglasses, and it goes to the next. Yeah, so we get the confirmation. Confirmation it's going to be a six-pack challenge for the Intercontinental Championship. Kofi Kingston versus MVP versus Jack Swagger versus Miz versus Carlito versus The Big Show. Hold up, wait a minute, he ain't going to be in it. So, yeah, we'll get to that. He's taken out because he ends up being Chris Jericho's partner. Because they hadn't made up their minds yet. They're putting Big Show People say, "Oh, don't want it to be a surprise," and no, they didn't know. They really had no idea what they were doing. They didn't know who his partner was going to be. They had to pull Big Show out of this match. If they knew Big Show was going to be the partner, they wouldn't have put him in this match. So it's a 6-man tag match we have now. We have Kofi Kingston, Primo, MVP versus Jack Swagger, Carlito, and Big Show. And look, I don't like Primo's theme song here. It's some generic Mexican kind of music. I like his when he gets later. Alvaro Primo, oh Puerto Rico. I like that one. I don't like this one. And like Primo gets like stupid ass theme songs later too. There's one that when he teams with Epico, and then later, you know, you get the with his Los Matadores, and then when they go to be Primo and Epico again, it's again a generic or something like that. His best theme song is Ali Primero Primo, oh Puerto Rico. I like this. Yeah. And the heels win with Primo beating Carlito. I mean, the baby faces win. I was looking at the heel side when I said it. The baby faces win with Primo beating Carlito. So there's that. Next, we got a commercial. We come back, and it's Santino and ZZ Top again. Top. And then back there, Chris Jericho walks up, and he said, I haven't picked my tag team. I have a tag team partner, and it's going to be with me on blah, blah, blah. And then you, guest host, need to treat me with respect. I'm the best in the world at what I do. Blah, blah, blah. And they go, well, Jericho, you were going to have a match with Mark Henry tonight. It's like, how am I supposed to do that? How? What? I said, how? How? Boom, boom, boom. And Jericho just walks away. I went, so this is what we're doing with ZZ Top, are we? Every little thing is going to lead into a song. Okay, sure. So then, strangely, we come back from commercial, and Brian Kendrick, the Brian Kendrick, is yelling at Jerry Lawler, and I went, huh. This is the 4th episode I'm doing in a row. I'm like, where the hell has he been? I love me some Brian Kendrick. So I was excited. I'm like, okay, who's he going to face? And then my expectation went way down. So he's yelling at Jerry Lawler about something. He gets in the ring. He does the thing. He yells at Lillian. He's like, come on, mama, or whatever he says. Start the match. So she introduces him. And then she doesn't introduce his opponent. And Jerry Lawler gets ring, goes, whoa, hold on. I want to introduce his opponent. Your opponent is from Memphis, Tennessee. He is a WWE Hall of Famer. I'm like, it's him. The Memphis gave it away. It's me. So it's Jerry Lawler, who's wrestling in a shirt and pants. Usually they'd have Jerry sitting there. I don't know why I squeaked. Usually they have Jerry sitting there with the gear, with the shirt over the gear, so then when he pops up to surprise them. But I guess if he's got to go in the ring, then. Surprisingly, though, Kendrick got in quite a bit. At one point, he's like beat the shit out of Jerry Lawler and had him in a. I think it's the captain's hook. He has him in a submission. And Jerry's about to tap. I'm like, is he just gonna tap? Is this? I was thinking a squash, but not for Lawler. No, Lawler powers out, and then they scrap at each other. Kendrick goes for the sliced bread number 2, Michael Cole. He goes to do it, he gets reversed, and Michael goes, he went for the Kendrick. That's not what it's called. He's the Kendrick, you idiot. It's called the sliced bread number 2. But that's 3. Number 2. Number 2. Deuces. 2. Sliced bread number 2, not the Kendrick. It's not the name of it. Anyway, so Lawler reverses it, knocks him down, goes up on the middle rope, does that thing, which wins the match. And I'm just like, what? Why is this a finisher? But he wins. Jerry Lawler wins. Yay. And I'll tell you what, I was impressed. Because Kendrick got way more than I thought he would. Usually when they have Lawler in there, it's a squash. Either he's getting squashed like when he faced The Miz, or he squashes someone like Kendrick. I don't understand Kendrick being there, though. As watching through all these, the 4 episodes leading into Night of Champions, which again I won't be doing, maybe later, but I just like, he just comes out of nowhere. We had an open spot, throw him in there. That's what it feels like. So then, we go to commercial, and come back. Josh Matthews interviewing Mickie James about her match against Maurice. So she starts talking about stuff, and then The Miz interrupts and starts talking about how beautiful Maurice is and how Mickie James is not. I'm sorry, but Mickie James is more attractive than Maurice. I'm sorry. I know the guy's married to her. Not at this point, which is also confused me. I'm like, wait, they're not married yet. Were they even dating yet? I don't know. We'll see. There's something going on with them. I don't know. But yeah, and then Maurice comes out and attacks her. That's that segment. We have Chris Jericho versus Mark Henry, and this is a better match, but it still ends in disqualification because I believe Jericho gets a chair. It's Mark Henry. So Mark Henry's on a face turn. But yeah, it was better than the last one where Jericho just ran away. At least he had his gear on too. So we go back to Santino and Top as they're in the back, and Chavo Guerrero comes in, and he's like, "Hey, the guest hosts have disrespected me. I keep having matches with Hornswoggle. I just, I want to do something. I am a guerrero. I deserve respect." And you're like, "You're exactly right. That's why tonight you are going to face Hornswoggle again." He's like, but it's going to be in a special match time. Usually you call it a tuxedo match, but since we're the hosts, we call it a sharp-dressed man match. So it's a tuxedo match where, if you don't know the rules of tuxedo matches, they both wear a tuxedo and then you have to strip the other down to their underwear. I never understood the match, but that's what it is. It's called sharp-dressed man match. And then they play sharp-dressed man. Because every girl's crazy about the sharp-dressed mans. Yeah. So it's Hornswoggle versus Chavo Guerrero sharp-dressed man match. This was fun. Because, Hornswoggle comes out in his little giddies with the... It's funny to hear... And he comes out dressed in a little tuxedo. He comes in there. And then Chavo just, Chavo gets his jacket and his shirt taken off. And then he starts... Then he gets the advantage. So he knocks down Hornswoggle, takes off Hornswoggle's jacket and whips him with it, takes off one of his shoes, throws it at him, hits him in the shoulder, takes off the other shoe, throws it at him, hits him in the ass, and then tries to take the pants off, but then Hornswoggle throws him over the top rope and middle rope and tries to pull the pants. You can tell they were really struggling with how to do this. At one point, Chavo starts helping him, and Lawler's like, he's trying to stop him. I'm like, no, he's trying to help him because they got to get the pants off so the match ends. And so he does it, and then Lawler's like, what's going on in his boxers? And they're like, it's chili peppers. Because he's Mexican, you see. So clearly a Mexican would wear chili pepper boxer shorts. Yeah. So we go to John Cena and Triple H in the back talking, and that's where we get the line where it's like, I think you know me better enough to know that wasn't true, what he said. And so, yeah, so they have to work together. And yes, they are plugging this hard as, can they coexist? And I went, oh, even back in 2009 they were doing this. Jesus. And they coexist. The answer is yes, they win. Spoiler alert. So then we go back to Santino and Top. And they're back there and they're talking. They said, that's been a pretty good night. Yeah, it has been. Someone's been missing. And then Kelly comes in, and I laughed hard because Santino's like, oh, Kelly. And I'm like, It's two Kellys. It's two. It's like Santino's gimmick is to get everyone's name wrong, but I don't think you can get Kelly wrong, so he just added a third Kelly. And so she comes in there, he's like, oh, here, I have a chair for you. He's just pulled out of his ass, basically. He's standing there, he's like, oh, yeah, I have a chair, have a seat. And I'm like, he just pulled that from behind him. He's standing there with it the whole time. Sits there. She doesn't sit down. Instead, she stands there, she puts her leg on there, because they're going to play legs. Which, the words never come up, but it's just the instrumental version of legs. And I went, I understand that's one of their hit songs. And by the way, I should mention they're here promoting a concert that they're doing, concert tour that they're doing. That's why they're there. So Kelly puts her leg up on there, and you eat her legs, and then you have Alicia Fox show up, put her leg up there. Kim shows up, put her leg up there. Menace shows up, put her leg up there, and then they're gone. Santino is also gone by this point. He leaves, but he does come back again because we have one more. No, we don't. That's the last. It's the last one of those. So yeah. And this does lead to something, but then we get Michael Cole and Jerry Lawler in the ring. And they run down the match card, but not the whole match card, just most of the stuff. The six-pack challenge, the world title match, which is CM Punk and Jeff Hardy, the WWE title match, triple threat match that we know about, and the tag team title match, Chris Jericho and Mystery Partner versus Legacy. They don't talk about the Intercontinental title match. They don't talk about the women's championship match that was there earlier on their own show, the Divas title match. Or if there's a women one. They say all titles on the line and they missed two titles. They're interrupted when we cut to a backstage segment with Chris Jericho walking and Legacy confronts him. And this is when I realized they're doing the same shit from last year. But they start talking about, oh, you don't even have a mystery partner. Do you know who it is? And I went, no, that's the same thing they did the year before, where Ted DiBiase had a mystery partner and trying to be Cody Rhodes. They don't do that twist this time, but it's basically the same thing, but without that. But yeah. And then it's announced that next week's host is Shaquille O'Neal. Yes, Shaq. He's in the cell, the Icy Hot, and the General Insurance. Well, maybe not the General Insurance. I think he was doing Icy Hot at the time. Shaquille to Shaquille. Yeah, he's going to be there. So then we get... So, I was so confused at this point, too. Because we had the rundown. They were in the ring. They run down the match card for Night of Champions. Legacy and Jericho talking. They announced this week's guest host. So I thought, time for the main event. No, Lillian gets on the microphone and says, the following is ZZ Top Legs match. And I went, the what? Huh? So it's a women's tag team match. Gail Kim and Kelly versus Rosa Mendes and Alicia Fox. And I went, so that whole thing with legs in the back was just leading to this. It didn't even feel like it was leading to a match. Just Kelly came in, she put her leg up. And then Alicia Fox, like, shoot her away, put her leg up. And then Gail Kim came, shoot her away, and put her leg up. Oh, Santino's come back. I forgot. I blocked it out, which is good. But I don't remember it, which is bad. So then, Rosa Mendes puts her leg up, and then Santino comes back, pushes her out of the way. Then he rips off his pants, revealing his legs. And then ZZ Top's like, no, we're out. And then he starts shaking his ass. And again, like, all these segments take too long to end. Like, the first one and this one were really the worst, because, like, the no, not the how, the other one, the, cheap sunglasses, yeah, they just keep them like, cut, and then with the Santino thing, for God's sake, cut! You know, there's times that I would say, come on. For most of them, I say cut. I'm like, oh, okay, the lady, that's not bad. And Santino came in, okay, cut! Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Gail Kim and Kelly win the match. Moving on. We get Randy Orton and Legacy versus John Cena. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. So, I believe it's before the legs. He's like, Santino goes, it's during the leg set, before they do the leg part. He's like, oh, the main event, John Cena and Triple H. And I think the ZZ Top felt like they had to repeat it. The Legacy versus John Cena and Triple H. They had to repeat it so we knew who it was. Yep, Triple H and John Cena. So yeah, we have Randy Orton and Legacy versus John Cena and Triple H. I don't know if Triple H will stay, but John Cena has always been one. Rodney D. Piper, Bret the Hartman. What's the other one? The Hunky Donkey Man. Tuck Grease Arms. Yeah, John Cena and Triple H win. Because of course they do. They make Cody tap. So, but yeah, it is a good match. It lasts a little while. Nice, decent sized match. It works. It's a good match. So, yeah, this was fine. I was thrown off when they announced ZZ Top. I'm like, wait, didn't they say it was going to be Dusty? Then I looked it up like, oh, yeah, Dusty's not till late August. The next week is Shaq. And this is where I have to stop for now. I may do one after my live stream, but I'm going to take a little break to relax before the live stream comes on. Not my live stream, it's the one I'm watching. So I'll take a little break and then, yeah. So yeah, what do you think of this episode of Raw? Let me comment, so much like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I'm Scotty, and I'll see you in the next one.